are listening to the No Invite Podcast.
Season 3.
The progression.
Follow us on Instagram at no_invite_podcast or look us up on YouTube at No Invite Podcast. The best kept secret.
Bang, you know what it is, man. It's your people's Blaze, No Invite Podcast checking back in. And of course, we got No Invite alumni, very special friend. And then also just, all around grinder, man. What's going on, man? What's up with Marley 420, man?
What's the deal, folks? What's the deal? This your boy Marley 420, a.k.a. Mr. Let Me Smoke My Weed. What's the dealio?
I could dig it, man. The usual stuff, bro. We working, we trying to make sure that we do everything correctly, and we're checking back in with you, bro. You've been consistently not only somebody that's been following and watching the podcast, but you also be consistently riding with us, man, and consistently grinding. So how has everything been for you since the last time we seen you?
Well, everything's been Gucci, man. I dropped my 4th EP, Kush Vibes, last month, and that's been going well. That's a 5-track EP. I got what songs I got on there? I got Back on My Bullshit. I released that with the Homeboy and Dog on there. I got Grind on Me. I got Don't Come For Me and Too Cold Part 2 on there. And I'm working on It's My Turn EP. That's going to be next. Then after that, I might do a little surprise for Let Me Smoke My Weed Part 4.
That's what's up. Moving and grooving as you always do, man. Since the last time I saw you, dropped the Kush Vibes EP. Mm-hmm. You've been performing now, which you weren't doing before.
Right.
You still obviously a family man, taking care of home and your responsibilities and stuff like. So now, as you are progressing into the more and more of your artist bag, so I could say, how difficult? What has been the most difficult thing about being consistent? I guess you could say.
I mean, I feel like being consistent is just like, it's been really kind of difficult, but not too difficult, because it's just like when, trying to be, a parent and, take care of business, and then, you got your music career on the side too. And it's just like, you be a very, very, busy person. It could be very, very difficult.
Most definitely. Yeah. Kids, anytime kids are involved, they get the lion's share of your time and attention as much as you can, because of course obviously the bills got to get paid and you got to move and hustle. Exactly. And stuff like that. And then after that, hopefully if you get a moment, you can hit the gym. And what I mean by gym, I mean hit the studio, go do the things that you feel like you want to do. Kush 5 EP, tell me what your mind state was when you were going through and making that. And do me a favor, don't put the mic so close, because then it pops. You know what I'm saying? You're good like right here, but just, I want the people to hear you clearly. That's why.
I got you. Kush Vibes, that came about after Let Me Smoke My Weed 3, Legend of a Stoner. I wanted to give people to listen to, because I'm a consistently artist, which means, I consistently bring out new projects and new singles and whatever I do in music. So it's just like, I was just like, fuck it, might as well just go ahead, drop Kush Vibes and let people know that I'm still doing this music shit.
I could dig it. It hasn't been Kush Vibes and Let Me Smoke My Weed 3. There haven't even really been like a huge time in between those. They really came out like not even 6 months apart or something like that, right?
Right. Yeah. I dropped Kush Vibes last month, and Let Me Smoke My Weed 3. I dropped that on 420 of this month. I mean, not this month, but you know what I mean. I dropped it on 420.
April, 420, and now we're in. Now we are in October, so that's man. I mean, that's, you can't get more consistent than that. You know what I mean? I feel like I really, honestly, the only thing that I want to see from you is I want to see more videos. You know what I mean? I need to see more visuals to these songs, because nowadays, just something that I picked up, and most people could agree that are in the industry, is like, we're in a video space more than anything now, just like this, for instance. people that fuck with podcasts in its rawest form, they're gonna fuck with the ones even if it's just audio. But if you want to get not so hardcore fans, you got to have a visual for them, and that'll lead them and lure them into coming and watching and eventually just listening to the audio. And I feel like that applies the same to just the overall music business in general. You see everything right now, it's always video, it's all video. So for me, right. I love what you're doing, bro, and I want to see you continue to grow and shine, and I want to make sure that you also take advantage of that visual space because it's important.
Oh, yeah, it's going to happen. I was talking to my fellas or whatever, and Dog and Fly the Great that did Smoking Driving video. I'm going to be doing Back on My Bullshit music video in a couple of weeks. And after that, I'm going to head to the studio and start recording for It's My Turn, which is going to be a 10-track EP that I'm going to put out. And I'm going to be dropping some more music videos for Let Me Smoke My Weed 3 also. So it's just going to be doing videos for both albums.
Yeah, I would say that. That was another thing I was gonna say. You got a lot of dope shit, and it's not like you put it out a long time ago. Your 4 projects, I would say, are damn near within this year, right? Within 2021. Yeah. So you could easily go back and shoot a video off Let Me Smoke My Weed 1, and it'll still hit the same as it came out. You know what I mean? Because it's not really old. Your music isn't really dated like that, so it has that longevity. So I highly recommend that. And like I said, if you ever find yourself out here in the Bay Area, man, come out here. I know some cameramen out here that work. You know, you and the wifey schedule a little vacation. Come out here and come fuck with me, bro. We'll get some work done with you.
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen soon. That's gonna be happening soon. So right now, I'm just trying to, get everything situated with these projects and everything, and like I said, YouTube videos, and try to get these kids straight and. Then I'll come out there and, we can make stuff happen.
Of course, you're on your own time, man. You know your schedule better than anybody, and you're going to move accordingly how you need to. So, with that being said, when is... I heard there's supposed to be... I think it was you that told me there's supposed to be a fully on gang / Taliban gang type fucking reunion album. What's up with that? I need to know, because like I said, I need my slot. Anywhere. I don't care if I gotta do some hand claps in the back, and that's all. That's my appearance. I need to be on that.
Well, that's what I'm talking to the fellas about. We've been discussing it, and I've been chopping it up with New Breed. Like, what?
Shout out New Breed, bro.
I talked to him about a month or 2 ago. He says he wants to do a Taliban to fully on game project. And I talked to James Mosley. He said the same thing. So, like I said, it's just the timing consistent and trying to meet up with the fellas and everything. But we gonna get the album done. It's gonna probably be probably 2022, 2023 maybe ish. I don't know yet, but it's gonna happen.
Definitely something to look forward to. I know you're not blind, obviously. I know you be watching and paying attention to stuff going on around you right now. Who do you think is out there consistently working that's not necessarily famous? We're not going to talk about people that are already in the spotlight, but people that out there that's consistently grinding, whether it's an engineer or a producer, someone. Who do you think is out there that's really working hard that's slept on right now?
I can say I got my homeboy Stan Nash. He's out here in the HD area. That's the dude that produced Let Me Smoke My Weed 1, 2, and 3. I feel like he's the most slept on because, I've been following him. I was kind of like one of his artists and everything. Mm-hmm. And, he got some good engineering. He's real dope, and he knows how to hear your sound when it comes to making music. So I feel like he's the one that's the most slept on, that needs recognition.
Most definitely. Shout out to Stan Nash, you said?
Yeah, Major Work Studios. That's my guy right there.
I'm damn near gonna have to when I get back down that way, man. Because you know me, anytime I visit another place. I try to get some work done. I've been tapping in with my peoples out there in Arizona. Shout out Lucky Lux. And we definitely been working. We've knocked out 2 songs, got a third on the way, and even been considering like maybe a EP or something. But I like to touch down in other cities, and when I do touch down, I like to have a lot of things lined up. So it'd be dope to fuck with your producer, your engineer, and then hopefully get a record with you done out there too.
Hell yeah, we could do that most definitely. I'm down with that for sure.
So what's next for you, bro?
Let's see. After I had performed for DW Flame, I really want to go out there and start performing more and give myself, recognized more like in the performing area. And like I said, dropping more projects. After It's My Turn, I'm dropping Let Me Smoke My Weed for, the Stoners Lounge. That's the name of my 6th one. That's going to be number 6. And dropping music videos left and right. And me and my homeboy Ant Dog thinking about making like a collab album or something like that too also. So I'm just going to be working on making music, bro. That's all I'll be doing.
What's the hardest part of performing for you? Since I know that you just started really actually getting out there and doing live crowds, what's the hardest thing?
To be honest, hyping up the crowd, because it's just like you never know, if they might like your song or, what I'm saying, or, I don't know. It's just, I just feel like it's just the point where people, liking your music or not, and you got to maintain to try to hype up that crowd. And I feel like that's the most hardest part right there.
It is the hardest part because, unfortunately, when you're not somebody that's well known, and unless you got hell of your own people and your own following in there, sometimes you go to these, you do these shows, and it's a mixed bag. So sometimes you don't get that. It's hard to. I would say the energy comes from the music and yourself. Obviously, if I could give you any kind of tips, is just make sure that your lineup has the live performance energy. Mm-hmm. A lot of times as artists, we want to give them a deep cut. We want to give them a little introspective cut or something that's just different. And we got to remember is when people come to them live events, they want that energy. You know what I'm saying? And until they get to know you and they get to know what you're about, them other introspective cuts ain't going to hit the same. So you got to give them that energy. You got to get them involved, I think, more than anything. And you just got to, that's it, really? Shit. You get them involved, you bring the right energy in the music, because the music will speak for itself once you get it going, But you got to match the energy. The energy you want from the crowd is the energy you got to have. You feel me?
Exactly.
Most definitely. Right now, there's so many opportunities for artists right now. There's all kinds of avenues to make money and not just music, but music related though. But have you considered like anything else besides rapping, or like a transition away from rapping eventually, like in your game plan?
I mean, I always thought about like creating like t-shirt brands and stuff like that, like making t-shirt logos and, just selling it. And I did have a Let Me Smoke My Weed too t-shirt that I had that my sister for me being Muse that was on Let Me Smoke My Weed part 3. She was on Lost in the Clouds. Shout out to being Muse. She did my Let Me Smoke My Weed 2 shirt, which was the picture of my album cover, which was dope, and it was like different colors. And so I feel like that's my next move, that I want to do a t-shirt brand. So I want to start off like that with a clothing line.
Most definitely, bro. Merch is it. Merch helps a lot. You know what I'm saying? Especially when consider it like this. If you go perform somewhere and you're going to go perform and you're going to be up there for the night, look into seeing if you can vend there too.
Yeah,
and you can have your own T-shirts and your own table and your merch. Because it's like you're already going there and you're doing your thing and you're gonna make some money. You know what I mean? While you're there, if you have the right merch and you have a spot. So I'm a multitasker, bro. When I go somewhere, I'm like, okay, I'm pulling up here for an appearance. Is there vending opportunities?
Right.
Okay, boom. Then I not only am I gonna get money for this, I'm also gonna get money for my table. I'm gonna what we got? You know what I mean? What's this? Oh, you know what? And it's just about maximizing your time, bro. So your time is valuable. You dig what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I could dig it, man. What artist right now? Let's say you have big budget. You could work with any artist you want to right now. What artist would you want to work with right now? Like, you know what I mean?
Actually, I have a couple of artists that I really would like to work with if that ever to happen. I want to work with this new dude named Faralato. He's a dope dude, you know. I fucks with his music. Actually, he was at the performance where I had performed for DW Plane. He had performed too. He got a song called Big Flexer featuring The Game, which is a cool, dope song. So, you know what I'm saying? That's one of them. And another person I would like to do a song with is like either Snoop Dogg or Wiz Khalifa. That'd be dope too.
Nice. You like them stoner smoking vibes and shit. So already
you know me, bro.
Yeah, most definitely. Pick two things right now that you see yourself accomplishing within the next 6 months. You know, we'd like to set short-term goals around here. You feel me?
Yeah.
Where we going?
One goal is I would like to have at least 10 to 12 EPs out by 2024. That's one goal.
Okay.
My second goal is I just want to, you know, like I said, put my name out there more and, you know, focus on with the music thing and do more music videos, just like I said earlier. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's dope. So, you know, it's Halloween. We got the Halloween thing going on. You know, everybody's out trick-or-treating and doing whatever they're going to be doing tomorrow. Everybody, of course, had their days yesterday. Yesterday was when everybody was really going up. Do you even like this time of the year? Is this time of the year your shit? Or do you like getting dressed up with the wife and going and doing the costumes and shit like that?
Well, to be honest, last year we dressed up, but this year I'm not really into like the Halloween thing. I'm more like Christmas. Like that's my thing. That's my favorite holiday. So you know what I'm saying? Long as I see the kids smile, you know, on their face on Christmas, that's all that matters to me. But the kids is like they gonna be gone. So me and the wifey probably might hit the bar up, you know, later on that night and just chill out and listen to some music and see what they got popping over there. Other than that, I ain't doing pretty much nothing.
So you don't do scary movies and shit like that?
Yeah, I do. Like, you know, I like watching Hostel and, you know, Halloween and, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes like, you know, Jason, you know, stuff like that, whatever.
What's your all-time favorite horror character?
At first, I considered Chucky as it, but he's not really as a horror.
It's more comedy now than anything.
Yeah. Ever since what was that, Bride of Chucky? That's when it was just like it went downhill. So, mine's is like Leatherface and I say It.
It is dope. The original It I liked. I didn't really like the new one. I think the new one was cool. It's just the clown wasn't as scary as the original. Yeah.
But I think what it was the director wanted to do it from the book, not the, you know, actual, you know, movie or whatever. So that's why he did it that way. Yeah, he did it by the book.
Yeah, I'm a real for real 80s baby, bro. I'm not even gonna say my age because that right there alone should tell everybody how old I am. But I'm a real for real 80s baby, and to me, it's always gonna be like my top three is Friday the 13th is Jason, obviously.
Right.
Freddy Krueger, obviously, before he got hella too cornballish and shit. You know, because that the same thing that happened to Freddy happened to Chucky happened to Freddy. You know what I mean? It started
off
serious. and then they started making it corny and wild with the comedics and all this shit like that. And my third is probably gonna be Leatherface, bro. Like I said, I'm an '80s baby, so we grew up on the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then part 2. So yeah, that's my shit right there. That's dope, man. I'm glad you at least like this time of the year, because a lot of people don't. You know, me and my old lady, we share this time of year. We like it. It used to be my favorite time of the year. Now it's just, it's not so much, but it's dope, man. It's dope. Right now, any producers that you know of that you would want to work with, or are you just sticking with the same producer, the guy you got?
To be honest, one of them is the same person that I've been, messing with the music thing. Second, James Mosley, he started doing beats now and everything. I want to start, linking up with him.
I've seen that.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the homie right there. He's doing beats now. So, I'm going to start hitting him up and everything. And maybe your producer too as well.
Yeah, a lot of dope producers out there, man. Like I said, sometimes it's dope. Like I love what you're doing as far as teaming up with your producer / engineer, because he knows you. He knows your sound. He knows what you like. Y'all could get on the same page without having to say much. But there's also something dope about working with other producers. You know what I mean? You get a different energy, a different vibe. You start looking at things in a different angle, which I think is always important. Yeah, exactly. That's super dope, bro. Before we head out, man, anything that you want to tell the people, anything you want to holler at them about, anything you want to, you know what I mean? All right,
yeah. Back on my bullshit music video coming soon. Featuring the homeboy and dog. We're gonna do that real soon. Like I said, It's My Turn will be released next month. I want to say either in the middle or in the end of November. And then Let Me Smoke My Weed Part 4, the Stoners Lounge, is coming back. Dope. And that's going to be probably January to February. Other than that, I'm just going to be consistently with the music, with the projects, with the videos, probably more performances and everything. And a lot of people have been asking about, our next collaboration again. They like, what was that? Smoking the Blunt, the remix. So I had a lot of people been hitting me up like, when Johnny Blade's going to be on the next project, or when he's going to be on the next song.
It looks like I'm gonna have to make an appearance on the next album then, man. That's up to you.
Well, really. Whatever you want to do, either It's My Turn or Let Me Smoke My Weed for it. It doesn't matter to me. Or you could be on both.
Just send me some records, bro. Send me some records you want me on, and I'll pick the one that I like. And, if there's a couple I like, then I'll get on 2 songs. I'll send you some shit, and I'll do a chorus or whatever. You know how it goes, man. It's just about me. It's all about timing and vibes, bro. That's all it. If the vibe is right, as long as the timing is good, the earlier you send it to me, the better, because I am busy, like I said. So if you got something that's planned up, coming up, send it to me as early as possible, and I'll fuck with it.
All right, I got you, for sure.
I already know, man. I already know. The feeling is very mutual, bro. I appreciate you. You always, man. You've always been consistently down with us, bro, since before you got on the podcast. But since we've been doing the podcast, you've been always wanting to make sure you come back, let people know what you're up to, and you're always going to be welcome to do that. Just make sure that you always put us on your promotional run when you got a new EP, a new album, whatever the case is. Like Kush Vibes, out right now. All major platforms, you know what I'm saying? Marley 420 shit. When you have stuff like that, you make sure you put us on your stop. That way you have another leg of promotion. You got another avenue for people to see that what you're doing and showcasing what you got going on. And over here, the No Invite podcast, we always gonna hold you down, bro. Y'all know.
And I want to say one more thing. Shout out to, your podcast interview, your podcast, because y'all did just reach, the 100 episode. Well, I think it's more than that,
we're at 104 right now.
Yeah. I've been following y'all since, I heard of y'all, and I'm very proud of you, bro. You came from a long way and doing music and doing this now. So, keep going at it, and you'll get to it where you at right now.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. You know, as much as we try to do our best to support artists like yourself and others around, I do highly appreciate the fact that you guys support us in return. This is why I do what I do. I like doing these interviews. I like talking to people. I like conversating and getting their brand and their products out there, because I believe in the people that I have on my podcast. If I have you on my podcast, that means I believe in you. I know that you're capable of a lot, and I love seeing the process. You know what I mean? I love seeing going from album 1 to album 4 to now we're pushing on to 5, 6, 7. You dig what I'm saying? Like, we getting there, you know? So to me, it's the journey is very important. I like watching, I like kicking back. And if I could offer any help at any time, that's what I do. That's what the platform's about. It's always been about trying to showcase up and coming artists, producers, business people, businesses in general. Like, I've had it all on the podcast, and I'm gonna continue to keep rolling with that flavor. We are doing a lot of moving and grooving. We do have season 4 coming out real soon. Look for that New Year's Day. And and it's just gonna be a whole lot more, bro. Where can they find you at, bro? When the people want to reach out to you, where can they find you?
For sure. Oh, right now, can I get a special shout out real quick before I do that?
You could do all that right now.
All right. Special shout out to my wife, Candy. You know, I love you, babe. You know, you've been my biggest fan, my biggest hype man, my biggest supporter, from thick and thin. You know, say I love you for that. Shout out to my daughters, Ashley and Kayla. You know, they've been, you know, my same thing as, you know, my biggest supporters and everything. Shout out to my engineer, Stan Nash, aka Major Studios. Shout out to my big brother, Jess Smith, aka Justify. He got this campaign thing called Fathers of Hip Hop. He's dope. He's on the Best Thing Smoking track. Pretty much shout out to everybody that's out there that's been fucking with me since day one. You can catch me on SoundCloud at Marley420. That's where Kush Vibes is at. You can check out. That's where Let Me Smoke My Weed 1, 2, and 3 is out there on there too. And that's pretty much it.
Most definitely. You know what I'm saying? Once again, this is Blaze, No Invite Podcast. You can find us on Instagram at no_invite_podcast. You could also go to our YouTube channel, and that's where we really would like your support more than anything. YouTube's where it's at for us. You could go to our YouTube channel. It's RiBirth Media Films, RiBirth Media Films with a Z. You could go on there and you could catch all the episodes of the No Invite Podcast. This visual will be on there as well with the audio. You could also catch our vlog, our interviews. I have an interview with legendary Richmond Bay Area rapper Little Rick. So I got a bunch of stuff there and more things coming. We are going to be shaking up the lineup. So just so you know, we be prepared for some new shit coming up to the new season. With that being said, man, Marley420, appreciate your time, bro. I will be definitely checking in with you, and we're definitely going to keep it moving like we always have been. You feel me?
For sure, brother, for sure. I appreciate you for, you know, putting me on here again and let me speak my mind. Let everybody know that what I got coming out. I appreciate that.
Likewise, bro. I appreciate you for supporting, bro. And we're going to do that. That's what we do, man. It's nothing. Players don't keep score. You feel me?